Hey, this is Mr. Gable, and we are ready to do some math today. So here are the usual suspects of what you will need today: iPad, math notebook. Please make sure you're taking really good notes. Look for that notebook symbol throughout the lesson. That will appear on almost every slide. No apologies there. You'll need a really good sharp pencil or two, and then your practice journal. All right. So today, right away in our notebook, let's go ahead and add today's title. Today's title is Finding the Surface Area of Pyramids. We've looked at this a little bit, but I want to make sure that you really know it. So today you will have a better understanding how to calculate the surface area of pyramids. All right, let's get a start with this. So let's do a quick review of what is the formula for the area of a triangle, because that's going to be really important today. So either pause the video, or if you know it, go ahead and shout it out, write it down in your notebook. And, oh yeah, I think I heard you shout it out. That's right, it's area equals 1/2 base times height. So the base of the triangle times the height of the triangle, and then divide by 2. All right, good for you. So let's go ahead and talk about these right here. So here are 4 triangles. Why don't you go ahead and I would pick 2 of these, find the area of these triangles just to do a quick brush up. You decide which 2 you're going to do. See you on the next slide. Pause the video. All right, so here are some answers. You can read those answers for yourself. I hope you got your 2 right. If you did all 4, congratulations. I hope you got all 4 right. Make sure you're checking those answers. So just really looking at this one here, number 1, 10 times 7 is 70. Simple. Half of 70 is 35. So it's 35 inches squared, since we're in inches as our metric. All right, let's go ahead and now jump into pyramids. So if you really look at the pyramid, the structure of the pyramid, you see that the sides that we would see above the ground, those are the triangles, okay? And if we look at the base, because it's all about the base, that helps us name the triangle. So this one here, they only give us 1 dimension on the base, so we know it's a square. So it's 7 by 7 foot square. This one down here is also called a square pyramid because that's a square on the bottom. All those sides are 11, the base. Now this is a triangular pyramid because the base is triangular, and same for this one up here. The base is triangular as well. So triangular, 2 and 4 are triangular pyramids, and 1 and 3 are square pyramids, meaning the base is square. So let's talk about how to do one of these, and then I'm going to have you do 2, 3, and 4 in your notebook. So I'm going to start with number 1. As I said, the base is 7 by 7. All sides are 7 since it's a square, so that's 49. So that's the area of the base. Okay. Now I'm going to take 9 times 7 and then divide that by 2, because 9 times 7, I'm just going to pull this over here. There we go. So 9 times 7 is 63. Divide that by 2. That gives me 31.5. Now I have multiplied by 4. You might be saying, well, where did the 4 come from? Well, if we count the number of sides up here on these pyramids that have a base of a rectangle or a square, they're going to have 4 sides. So I've got 4 sides here, and they're all the same size since it's a square. And so I'm going to multiply that by 4. So that gives me that all of the sides of the pyramid are 126. And I've got to add in that base. That's 49, surface of the base. So that gives me 175 feet squared. So that is the first one done for you. And I like the little shortcut here. You'll see me do that a little differently later in the video, but I like the shortcut. So if you can realize that this one would be multiplied by 3 since there's 3 sides, since the base is a triangle. All right, you do 2, 3, and 4 in your notebook and pause the video, and then I'll see you in a second with some answers. All right, so number 1 is 175 feet squared, just like we talked about. And then here are the answers for 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's keep rolling here. Find the surface area of the square pyramid. Again, they're telling us the base is squared. That's why it's called, or square. That's why it's called a square pyramid. So the area of that base is 7 times 7, and that is 49. And then if we do each side, we would find all 4 of these. 7 times 10 divided by 2. So that's 70 divided by 2 is 35. We have 4 of those. So then we add up all of the faces, or the surfaces of the square pyramid, and we get 189. So 189 square meters. Pardon my yawn there. All right. Next example, very much the same. It's a square pyramid. Again, it's all about the base. That's what tells us the name of the pyramid. So it's a square on the base. And so go ahead and do this one in your notebook, and I will see you with some explanation on the next slide. All right, so to find the surface area, we're going to find that base, the bottom, 8 squared, or 8 times 8. That gives us 64 feet squared. Now we're going to do each side. They're all the same. So it's 8 times 11 divided by 2. So 88 divided by 2 is, or times 1/2, is 44. So we have that 4 times, 44. And that gives us 240 squared feet is the surface area of this triangular, or excuse me, square pyramid. Square pyramid. The bottom is a square. Now this right here, this is called a net. Remember that. A net is a 2D representation of a 3D model. Again, if we were to cut that out, we would be able to fold that up and make a square pyramid. All right, let's keep rolling. I hope this is making sense. All right, I've got 3 more for you to do. Do those 3 in your notebook, and then I will see you with some answers. All right, so 16 feet squared, 75 centimeters squared, and 44.8 inches squared are the surface areas of these pyramids. And really what we did here was we did 2 times 2, and then we did 2 times 3 divided by 2. So that gives us 3 is the area of all these. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the base is 4, so 12 plus 4 is 16. Hope that makes sense. All right, let's take a look at this one here. So find the area of the triangular pyramid. Now this one is a triangular pyramid, and it's a triangular pyramid because it has, that's right, it's all about the base. It has a triangle for a base. So go ahead and do this work. Do this work in your notebook, and I'll see you in just a second with some answers. All right, so here we have the bottom is a triangle, so we have to use that formula for a triangle. So 6 times 5.2 feet is the height of that base. And so then we divide that by 2, and that gives us 15.6. Each side is 6 times 8. 8 is the height. 6 is the base, obviously. And then we're dividing that by 2, so we're getting 24. And we have 3 of those because we have a triangular base. So if we look over here at the net, there's my base. That pink triangle is the base. And so we only have 3 sides this time since it is a triangular pyramid. I only need 3 sides to go around the 3 sides of a triangle. Right. You're just amazed at how smart I am. All right. So each triangle is 24 feet squared, and that base was 15.6, so that gives us 87.6 squared feet. All right, make sure you have these examples in your notebook. It will be great on test day. All right, here is another example. Find the surface area of the triangular pyramid. Go ahead and pause this video, do this work, and I'll see you in a second. All right. So the base, remember, this is a triangular pyramid, so the base is a triangle. 3.5 times 4 divided by 2 gives us 7 squared inches. And then each of the triangles going around the base are 4 and the height of 7.8 inches. So we're going to multiply those together, and then we're going to divide that by 2, and we get 15.6. So, all right. So that 15.6, we're going to multiply that by 3 or add it 3 times, and then we're going to add it to the 7, which is the area of the base, the surface area. And so we have 53.8 square inches is our surface area. All right. I bet you're getting this by now. I've got some more examples. the more you practice, the better off you'll be. So let's do 4, 5, and 6 in our notebook, and then we are just about wrapped up for today. Pause the video, do this work, and I'll see you in just a second. Here are some answers. We've got 10.7 centimeters squared, 129.6 inches squared, and 533 yards squared. That'd be a very large pyramid. All right, so that's a good surface area on those. All right, and that is the area of all of them. Now note that these are all triangular pyramids because that's right, it's all about the base. They're all triangular bases. All right, sorry, I love that joke. All right, here is, as I said, we're nearing the end. So here's your last 4 problems. Do these all 4 correctly, and you totally have a hang of this. Make sure that you're taking really good note here that these are rectangles, or squares, excuse me. So these are square pyramids, says it right there, and that these are triangular pyramids. So obviously the base is different, and then this has 4 triangle sides, and each of these has 3 triangular sides because that's what's going to go around a triangle, and 4 would go around the square. So do this work in your notebook, and then this is it for today, and then you can be on to your big ideas work. All right, pause the video, and I'll see you with some answers in a second. Okay, here are some answers to our problems, and you can read those answers for yourself. I think if you really understand how to find the area of a square and how to find the area of a triangle, and then if you're really keeping good track of the number of sides around the triangular pyramid and the number of sides around the square pyramid, I think this is very doable. Also with this work, you're more than welcome to use a calculator to do this work. It certainly makes it much more palatable because really what I want you to be practicing is how to do this, not also how to do to do some of the multiplication. So especially when it's decimal point times decimal point, feel free to use your calculator. If you need to be a little more daring and just try one without the calculator, that is good too. So I think that's it for us today. I hope you got everything in your notebook because boy, it's going to pay off for that test. So you can head right into Big Ideas to get that work done, and then you should be in good shape for math today. All right, thank you very much for listening, and I hope that this was very helpful.